It's Thursday, June 14th, 2018, and it's time for E3 Aftermath. You gotta imagine if they called it a movie, that's what it would be. The Aftermath. The dust is settled. We've raised up through the roof of the E3 Convention Center in California. These are the things that I'm excited for coming out of E3. They're in no particular order, just some stuff I'm kind of excited about after E3. We'll start with, we're talking about E3, let's talk about Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm not a Kingdom Hearts fan, don't play any of the games. But 3 different press conferences showed Kingdom Hearts. So this is a big deal to Square Enix. So I'm happy to see it. And I get to play it on a Microsoft machine. I'll get to play it on my Xbox One. So I'm kind of happy about that. Easily accessible. I don't know if I'll get it right away. I probably still need to see a little bit more. But this is the most excited I've ever been for a Kingdom Hearts game. So for Kingdom Hearts 3, I know people are probably going to say, well, you should play the other ones. Thing is, I don't have access to all of those other ones, and I would get lost with, I know that there's like dozens, and there seems like there's dozens of different games that are in the Kingdom Hearts universe. So I'll just stick to starting with Kingdom Hearts 3, and if I have to go backwards, I'm sure they'll make it so that you can jump into Kingdom Hearts 3 and you'll be able to play it even not knowing anything. And this will be a testament to how good this game is if somebody like me who has never played a Kingdom Hearts game can jump right in and still understand for the most part what is going on. The stuff I saw just looked really cool. The stuff with the Pirates of the Caribbean, the stuff with Toy Story, the stuff with Frozen, the stuff with Monsters Inc. It all just looks amazing. I mean, it just really, really, really does. So I want to play. I want to get in there and see just how great this game is. Excuse me. So, the next game, Spider-Man. Like I said in the Sony video, I am not a Spider-Man fan. Not by any stretch of the imagination. I don't like Spider-Man. But this game could make me a Spider-Man fan. Watching what I saw, the web slinging, the swinging around the buildings, the combat, everything just looked on point. And it looks fun. It just really does. And this is a game that I'm going to get. I know I'm going to get this. Just a matter of when, but I'm going to get it. The game is, unbelievably, it just looks unbelievably good. And I have no doubt that it'll deliver. It's not like this is going to be one of those games where you sit there and go, oh, it didn't deliver. It'll deliver. If you're a Spider-Man fan, you'll love it. And I think it'll make Spider-Man fans out of other people. Because it does. Somebody said it plays like the Batman Arkham games, only faster. So the combat feels more fluid and quick. So I'm looking forward to it. Ubisoft, Beyond Good and Evil 2. Looking forward to it. Didn't play the first game. I have it, but I've never played it. Never really, I try to get myself to play it because I hear all the critics say how great this game is. It was one of those games that a long time ago, the original Beyond Good and Evil, all the critics loved the game, but nobody wanted to play it. Nobody bought it, which made the game unsuccessful. But the cult following that the game seems to have has kept it alive long enough for Ubisoft to come out and say, we'll make another one and see what happens. Now this is, I guess, more of an action RPG type game. With, of course, the graphics blow me away on this game. The graphics look incredible. The visuals of it are amazing. So I'm looking forward to that game. The next one would be, and once again, I'm not a hugest fan of this series, but I do like some of the games. But this game will probably get me back in full swing. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I'll play as Cassandra, maybe Alexios later, if I really love the game. Because, I mean, Diablo 3, I played through the game as like 4 or 5 different characters. So Assassin's Creed Odyssey, if it's that good, I'll play through as multiple characters. But I want to play as Cassandra. I love the Greek setting of this. Even though, if you really look at it, it looks a lot like, there's a lot of stuff that looks like Egypt, but they just threw some Greek, architecture in there. And you're just kind of going, okay. And you're using a lot of the same assets, it looks like, when you're looking at fields and the rivers and things like that, and the water and all that, but it still looks great. I love this. I love the setup of it, and I really want to play that game. The next game, Square Enix. The next few games are going to be from them. Dragon Quest 11. Dragon Quest 11. I played 7. I played 8. Never had access to 9 and 10. Cannot wait for 11. Cannot. Like I said in the video that I did on this, Dragon Quest 11, as soon as that trailer started to play, I knew it was a Dragon Quest game. It's just the aesthetic. That even from the first game to this game, the aesthetic immediately lets you know you're playing a Dragon Quest game. So I cannot wait. It looks amazing. I'm sure that the story is good. The people that make Dragon Quest do a really good job at taking care of that series. And they're into 11 games into this thing. It may not be as well known as Final Fantasy, but they got a following. And it's a game I'm very much looking forward to. Next one, Babylon Falls. And the only reason I'm really looking forward to this, Platinum Games. I don't know anything about this game yet. Nothing. And nobody's really talking about this game anymore. It's basically just a splash screen of the name, and then, it tells you it was done by Platinum Games. And that's really all I needed to see. It was that whole trailer of kind of this, you would see some imagery, but you didn't really see gameplay, or it wasn't really much of a trailer. But when they said Platinum Games, I was hooked. It was just like, okay, I'm in. Platinum Games, I'm in. Then the next one is The Quiet Man. That trailer hooked me. I don't know what this game is going to be about. It started out as a live action. The guy who's walking down an alley comes up on 3 dudes. The one guy says, wrong neighborhood or something like that, or wrong door. Just tells him it's like, this is not a place for you. And, and the main protagonist, he just goes, because he's deaf. That's what we're assuming at this point. And then the next thing you know, it's like he sets his little bag down, and it changes to the gameplay. It changes to the actual in-game graphics. And he whoops up on him. It's really awesome looking combat. And I want to play it. I want to see more. So right now I'm very excited about The Quiet Man. And the last one, anybody who's watched it, if you've watched a lot of the channel, then you'll know this is probably the one I was going to point to the most. Forza Horizon 4. In the UK, coming out October 2nd of this year. And I've already pre-ordered it. That's right, I've already pre-ordered the Ultimate Package, so I'll be playing on September 28th at 10 p.m. or I think it's September 27th at 10 p.m. September 28th is the day that you can play with the early access, but because it goes live midnight Eastern time, and I am in the Mountain Time Zone, I will get to play it at 10 o'clock on the 27th, and I will be playing it. I will probably take some kind of a nap or something after work, and then I'll just be going, okay, when 10 o'clock shows up, I'm going to play the game. And then I'm going to probably be there for many hours. So, the Forza Horizon 4 taking place in the UK. Now, supposedly, it's an online shared world, but there are people that are also saying there's an offline mode. I haven't heard Playground Games or Turn 10 Studios say anything that there's an offline mode. I haven't heard it from them. I've heard it from a lot of other YouTubers, but I haven't heard it from them yet. But even if it's an online shared world, I heard that it's like, if they're not on your friends list, or if they're not in your party, they cannot affect your world. If you're going in for a turn, or you're trying to do a drift, they cannot hit you. They cannot mess up what you're doing. Visually, the car is there, but as soon as you get close to each other, they ghost. So they cannot mess up your game. So even if they're there, they might be a nuisance and maybe they're kind of messing around with you while you're driving, or you're driving and they're following you. It's fine. They can't do anything to stop you. Now, I'm just wondering, because you can emote back and forth, I guess, with the cars. There's some simple emote stuff that you can do. I'm wondering if they could be annoying with that, but I'm hoping there's an offline mode to this where you don't have to play with other people in your world. But it sounds like even if you do, it doesn't sound very intrusive. So I have played a little bit of online with the Forza community in some of the games, not races, but some of the games. And for the most part, it's a good community. You know, the people are not, you know, they're not bad people. They're good gamers. They want to play a racing game, and for the most part, they're all really good. I played games with them, and there was nobody vindictive or evil or trying to be a jerk. They were just all trying to win the game like I was. So it was just competitive and you know, mildly amusing, because I'm not really a big online game fan, but I didn't hate my time with it either. Because I had to do some of that stuff to complete some, you know, Forza-thons. So, what were you excited about from E3? What's the thing that got you the most? What's the thing that said, I want that so much? I'm going to do another video right after this about the things that are missing from E3, or I wasn't as excited for, and I'm going to film that video right after this one. So, let me know down in the comments, what was some of the stuff you were really excited about? What's some of the things that, you know, that surprised you? So, with all that being said, to the troops, past, present, and future, thanks for the freedom.